Hello and welcome to this Monday, August 12th, 2019 episode of the Law of Success Mastermind. Today's episode is from Napoleon Hill's Keys to Success. We are halfway through Create Personal Initiative. Personal initiative creates opportunity. Neil Balter was a carpenter's apprentice making just $400 a week when he was hired to build some shelves in a closet. By the time he was finished and saw how grateful his client was to have better use of his space and how happy he was with the quality of his work, Balter had an idea. With money from that first satisfied customer, Balter started the California Closet Company. The incredible transformation of a crowded closet into an efficient space was such a popular idea that within 12 years, Balter had more than 100 franchises around the country. Other entrepreneurs were so impressed with his idea that copycat companies sprang up across the nation. And in 1989, Balter sold his company for $12 million to Williams-Sonoma. Neil Balter could have been content just learning to be a carpenter, but he identified his skills, set himself a definite goal, and succeeded beyond the wildest dreams of any apprentice. Personal initiative creates the future. Herbert Bass and Alex Geisler were doing production work at a Philadelphia television station in the 1960s. They saw that videotape had much more flexibility for the television market than film did. Even though they were not considered top production experts, they decided to strike out on their own. They created Unitel Video. Because they couldn't offer production expertise that would stand out in the market, they chose to provide something else just as valuable. They offered the best in equipment and space to other production companies. Even though they were getting in on the business early, they still faced competition. To build their share of the market, they took on clients who couldn't work anywhere else because nobody thought they could pay their bills. Bass and Geisler also knew the importance of going the extra mile. They knew that their clients had their own clients to keep happy. By offering the latest technology, they offered their clients an advantage. As Geisler told Success Magazine, "We show our client techniques he wouldn't have thought of. He gets the credit, we get paid." Besides doing production work for shows like The Simpsons and Star Trek: The Next Generation, Unitel now provides training seminars for video technicians around the country. It also offers corporate communication services for companies like IBM and Citibank, putting together video conferences that can link people in New York, Los Angeles, San Antonio, and Minneapolis, just as if they were in the same room. When this was written, they didn't know what FaceTime was, or video chat through Facebook Messenger. Bass and Geisler weren't the first to see that video had a place in the future, but because they had the initiative to go after what they saw, to make a plan, to take risks, to offer things that no one else was offering, their company is now first in its field at the time of this writing. Personal initiative creates advancement. Your definite goal may someday include being your own boss, but if it doesn't, or even if that step is still some ways off, personal initiative can still pay off for you. Amy Hilliard Jones was a marketing strategist at Gillette. She saw an opportunity in a product Gillette had dropped as unsuccessful: White Rain shampoo. White Rain was an inexpensive, no-frills shampoo. It didn't offer anything fancy, but it should have an appeal for cost-conscious consumers. She developed a campaign to relaunch White Rain, presented it to executives, and persuaded them of its value. They went for it, and White Rain became one of Gillette's top-selling shampoos. That made Hilliard Jones an obvious candidate for revitalizing the Lustra-Silk Corporation, a newly acquired Gillette subsidiary targeting the ethnic hair care market. She created a whole new product line, Moisture Max, which was phenomenally successful. Today, Hilliard Jones is Executive Vice President of the Burrell Communications Group, which specializes in marketing services directed at African Americans for Fortune 500 companies. She got where she is because she consistently used her personal initiative to bring bigger and better things to the companies that employed her. Those companies recognized her dedication to offering service above and beyond what was expected. So did the Harvard Business School, which gave her the Max and Cohen Award for Excellence in Retailing, and Dollars and Cents magazine, which named her one of the top 100 business and professional women. Personal initiative paid off for Amy Hilliard Jones in recognition, advancement, and the opportunity to do exactly what she wanted. Putting personal initiative to work. The time to begin exercising your personal initiative is the moment you decide upon your major purpose. Begin creating your plan of action. Start assembling your mastermind alliance. You may find that your purpose changes as a result of things you learn in accomplishing these tasks, but the important thing is to begin work immediately. It is better to act on a plan that is still weak than to delay acting at all. Procrastination is the arch enemy of personal initiative, and if you let it become a habit this early in the game, it will plague your every move. Do the best job you can putting your plan into action and to learn from your mistakes. Ignore the doomsayers who tell you that you are headed for disaster. While Andrew Carnegie went into the steel business with the goal of dropping the price of steel from $140 a ton to $20 a ton, there were plenty who scoffed. None of those people made a penny when Carnegie achieved his goal. If you need advice, seek out skilled experts and pay them for their counsel. The free advice you will get on every hand from colleagues and friends will be worth exactly what it costs you: nothing. Never wait for some outside force to trigger your actions. Of course, you will have to respond to surprises and your competition, but you must be moving forward according to your own plan on a daily basis. Feed your burning desire with images of your successful self. Stoke its flames so high that they burn your seat, so that you won't be able to sit back in your chair and take it easy when you ought to be following up on your work of the day before. When a task is completed, examine it. Is it the best job you could have done? What might have made it better? Why don't you take this step right now? Personal initiative depends on your being alert to every opportunity and acting on that opportunity as soon as you discover it. Clearly, personal initiative is a demanding quality, and its practice requires a good deal of mental resources. When your initiative is flagging, you can turn to the principle which breathes life into and restores every one of the others: positive mental attitude. Next chapter is Build a Positive Mental Attitude. We'll get to that next week. The rest of this week will be the Law of Success, and we're going to go over personal initiative and a similar chapter in Think and Grow Rich. Okay, so let me take a quick look so I can tell you what we'll be into tomorrow. Law of Success. It'll be Lesson 4, Initiative and Leadership in the Law of Success. Lesson 4, Initiative and Leadership. And then in Think and Grow Rich, we're going to have 2 days of Law of Success and then 2 days of Think and Grow Rich. We might do persistence. I think that's what we'll do. Persistence, chapter 9 in Think and Grow Rich. So 2 days of initiative and leadership and law of success, and then 2 days of persistence in Think and Grow Rich. Have a great night. I appreciate you being here. If you want to check out what we're working on, go over to happyherostudio.com. That's happyherostudio.com. I appreciate you.